morning, everybody on YouTube, all my modeling friends. It's time for my Sunday morning update. I hope everybody's having a good day. It's a little rainy and gloomy here today, but it doesn't matter, we're inside. So we're going to swing around here and take a look at the bench. So you can see I got the Freightliner going. Yesterday I got most of the interior done. Got some trim work done and got the cab all assembled. I'm going to take and put some bare metal foil in there to simulate insulation underneath the cab. The chassis is pretty much done. I just got to put the, I'm not sure if I'm going to use bare metal foil on that, because it's got some bad spots from where the chrome, where it comes off the tree. So I don't know if I'm going to clean it up and bare metal foil it and leave it chrome, or if I'm going to paint that either black or aluminum. I'm thinking on this particular truck, because there isn't a whole lot of chrome on it, I'm probably going to end up painting that. But it fits together pretty good. It's kind of a tight fit trying to get the grill in here, because the grill is what holds the cab in place. And with the interior in there and everything, it's kind of a tight fit, so I'm not going to mess with it on camera. But anyway, it's almost ready to go together, so I would say that this will be done by next weekend. So, with that being said, set this aside. Make some room here. Drum roll. The next project, I'm actually going to leave it up to you guys. The first one in consideration is this one, which is basically just a Pete 359, but it's being built as the truck from Deadhead Miles, which is basically the kit. I mean, everything on the truck is pretty much exactly the same as the kit, except it has steel 5-hole wheels. But it's the little window, 36-inch sleeper. The grill is a little different. It's got the newer style grill on it, but I might even use that. I don't know, because I don't think the old California hauler Pete has a tilting hood. But this is quote started, and that's the extent of it, is the engine. Now at some point along the way here, I believe, I could be wrong, it might have been a different kit, but I thought that I had taken some of the chrome parts and stripped the chrome off of them, but I don't see them now, so I must have been thinking of some other kit. So you can see there's a lot of parts on here that are chrome that shouldn't be. So part of the process of building this one is going to be dechroming it, like all the air tanks and all the, I mean, they even got the steering parts are chrome. So the drive shaft's chrome, the steering linkage is chrome. So a lot of those parts will get taken off. There's more drive shafts that are chrome. But a lot of that will be stripped, and then I believe I still have, if we go into our parts stash, here we'll move you up so you can see it. Aftermarket, no wheels, aftermarket. No wheels. Ooh, aftermarket wheels. Let's see what we have. We got 5-hole here. Those, oh, they are. So those are the wheels that'll go on it then. These are aluminum 5-hole wheels, 5-hole buds. So those will go on it. As far as the paint, the stripes, the scallops, the yellow with the red scallops, that'll have to be hand painted or hand masked. I don't think there's any decals out there that match that close enough to use. So that's one consideration. That'll be a a time consumer. And the other another project that I've had on the shelf for a long time, longer than the Kenworth even, longer than the Freightliner. The Freightliner is actually the oldest one so far, but this one I've had on the shelf for such a long time, I forgot that it was even in there. And this is a using the AMT, Ertl, MPC, whatever you want to call it, gravel trailer. This one. Anyway, you get the drift. It's going to be a gravel train. Let me get this out of the way so I got room. Here's the chassis. You see I got the chassis started on it. It's got a weird color. I used an airbrush to paint that, and it was supposed to be red, but to me, I don't know. It started out red. It looked pink, and then I decided to paint it like a brown color. I mean, it doesn't look bad, but I'm thinking if I start this one up again, I'm probably gonna respray the whole thing with like a dark red or something like that, a flat red primer. So that's the lead trailer, which is warped probably from sitting in the box for so long. That's the lead trailer. That's the trailing trailer. And then this goes on here. Like so. And then this one goes on here. Like so. This box has been painted too. But it looks like just primer. And then the only thing I don't have built yet is the dolly, and that's where the other I use one kit for the lead trailer, which is just a basic kit, and I use a second kit for the rear trailer, for the frame, suspension, and box, and then I had to use a third. Yeah, see, I don't have enough parts because the kit comes with parts to make a dolly, to make a dump truck and dolly, and then you could use a second kit to build a trailer. So in order to do this, I have to actually use a third trailer to use the suspension parts and frame parts to make the dolly with. So I have a third kit that's not even opened yet that I need to use for the dolly. So you can see this one's about halfway done. This body's already been shortened. The seam is almost invisible. On the outside you can see the seam. Oh, the seam is back here on the outside. The seam is in the middle. And it's already been puttied and kind of cleaned up a little bit. And then on the inside the seam is actually more toward the front. That way it gives it rigidity so the seam's not in the same spot. So this needs to be cleaned up a little bit of putty in there to clean that up before I can paint it. This one just needs to be cleaned because it's covered in dust. It looks like it needs a little bit of cleanup around here. It looks like I was a little quick on the trigger to get that done. So, I mean, it's, I would say, half done. I just have to finish cleaning that up so I can paint that, put the axles on it, get that in paint. And basically I just have to build the dolly, and then that'll be, I'm not sure, I know that they call it a gravel train. I don't know if it's a B train, because I think this would be considered a B dolly or B trailer, and that would be an A trailer. I don't know for sure. I'd have to do some research. But anyway, so that's what I got going on. So I'll leave it up to you guys. Either I do the Deadhead Miles Peterbilt 359 with the aftermarket wheels, which is basically barely even started yet, which would be a whole project basically from the start, or finish the B train gravel train combo set, which is about half done, which is still going to take a while because there's still a lot of kit bashing and scratch building to do to build the dolly. So I'll leave it up to you guys, anybody who's watching, if anybody's watching. What should I do next after I get the Freightliner done? Should I do the gravel trailers, or should I do the Deadhead Miles Peterbilt? So I look forward to reading your comments.